Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are once again live down here in the Bear Cave Studios for another episode of OTBS on that Bill shit. With me, your host, Freddie Aloso, with my co-host and my brother, Big E Mafia. What's going on, bro?
You know what it is, man. I feel like this fucking year is just flying by, bro. It's already damn near October. You know what I'm saying? But all right, man, fuck all that stuff, man. Hey, yo, I know y'all sitting here wondering, yo, who's this young brother that y'all got with y'all today, looking like he getting ready to break into our cars and steal our radios and all that other stuff. Nah, listen, don't worry. The brother just got his hair done. Listen, if you black, you already know what it is. You get your hair done, you got to give it at least 24 to 48 hours before you let that shit breathe, man. So it's all good. But we want to welcome to the platform today, man. I met this brother a few months back. We're going to get into, the parameters and whatnot, but I just want to welcome to the platform my brother, Stephan Jean, to the camp. What's the deal, brother?
Appreciate it. Chilling, nothing much.
Hey, yo,
you doing a lot of moving around.
Hey, yo, I could only imagine, man. I can only imagine. Yo, so right off the rip, just to give everybody a little bit more detail. So I met this brother through our other brother, Fan, who we coached with in football. He had given me a heads up sometime back earlier this year that, his brothers were putting together a basketball camp for the youth. He had sent out the information. I had let him know off the rip, listen, man, you just give me the info and we're going to show up and we're going to show out. Back in August, we came through and, this brother and his family put on a clinic, man, that, it was phenomenal, bro. I can't get it enough praise. And y'all know this show is all about, we try to give the brothers flowers and they just do.
100%.
And you know what I'm saying? But right off the rip, man, I just kind of want to, get the people, your info a little bit, man. See how you got started, man. So, at what age did you really start realizing your athletic prowess, man?
For athletically, honestly, I was late. I was very late. So I started off playing football when I was in sixth grade, like fifth grade, sixth grade. But I was just playing outside with my brothers and stuff played. But I sucked though, like dropping passes, like not real tough though. I sucked. But then that whole summer, when you live with a bunch of brothers, like they get on that ass. So like that whole summer, I just was working, and then I came back, and that's when I was like, no more drop passes. I started, So I was playing football. I started playing basketball, like actually, legitimately, like school basketball, like my sophomore year of high school. So
Where'd you play?
I went to Burke Catholic. I started off at Monroe when I was playing football. And then I transferred to Burke Catholic playing basketball there my sophomore year. And then after that, I went to prep school for basketball. So I went to Putnam Science Academy in Connecticut. It's like a top prep school in the country for basketball. So
okay, so
awesome.
let me ask you. So was it kind of like, did you come to like a realization like, nah, football is probably not my speed right now, so I'm just gonna focus on basketball? Or did you just like, how did you come up with that decision?
To be honest with you, around that time, I was going through a lot of different stuff school-wise. So that's why I went. My boy, Alec Economos, his mom, he was kind of going through some stuff, but then his mom was like, oh, do you want to go to Burke? And then fresh start. And then I decided to go over there, boom, boom. And then I think that summer is when our brother passed away. So we had that scenario. Yeah. And then, when you go from school to school, my grades was terrible at Monroe. But then, hold on, I'm trying to make sure I got my dates right. So I transferred to Monroe Middle. And then, I transferred from Monroe in the middle to Burke. And then, at that point, Burke had a rule, yo, if you, fail, this amount of class, there's no summer school. You getting booted.
Wow.
So they were trying to boot me. But they was rocking with me because I was a good kid. I just struggled in school. And then all this other stuff was going on. So then they ended up keeping me. But the rule was for the first beginning of the year, you could practice, but you can't play in games. So like, I don't know, like I felt like the day like my brother passed away, I found myself going to because football's a little different. Like you can't even. I was a heavy football kid. Football's a little different. Like I can't just go out and just go shoot a basketball. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
like
yeah.
that day, like I found myself at the courts that we always used to play with, and then I kind of like was slowly getting into it at that time, and so like I found myself always around the basketball. And then when I couldn't play that year, and then I just was out sitting, I'm practicing, but I'm like, what's called? I'm just like, nah. But then I was able to play that basketball season, so then that's kind of how it just like, I don't know. It just took off. And Burke is not the same. Burke was good at basketball, but they're not compared to Monroe.
Yeah.
In football, they was, if I'm being honest, they was trash.
Listen, it's all good. Keep it is what it is, man. So and I appreciate you coming on here and sharing that personal information about your brother passing.
Yeah.
Did you feel like when your brother passed, did you feel like that was kind of like something that, I don't know, did it help you at that time? I mean, obviously it didn't help anything, but when I say help you, I mean as far as like putting a foot in your ass, like, yo, you know what? I got to make the best of this opportunity right now. Like, did it affect you in any way like that, or do you just kind of feel like it was something to deal with at the time?
I like with my brothers, like especially like Fan and like my dad, like they don't really like, they're gonna laugh if they see this, but they don't really show too much emotion. So like it was kind of like, and my brother that passed away, like he was in the military, who like I could only picture in his head like, yo, gotta keep going.
Right.
Yeah, you feel me? So there was no like, yeah, you drop your head, but there was not really too much time to be soaking for myself. So it kind of did help because like school wise, I kind of did better. I kind of locked in and was just focused. And then I had a great supporting cast around me. So
that's what's up, man. Yo, ain't nothing like family when
For real.
yeah,
when it comes to a situation like that, man, for real. So all right, so you get to Burke, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure at some point you start balling out. So would you say like this would be about like what, like your junior, senior year that you in Burke?
So I had to repeat the grade. So they made me when I came to Burke, I was a sophomore. I came in the middle of the year. That's when I had to repeat the grade. So my following full year of school was my sophomore year again, but would have been my junior year. You feel me?
I got you.
So did they reclass you for sport?
But I had to. Like I literally failed everything.
Right.
Like
it wasn't by choice, right? No, I get that.
That was the only way. Like
yeah. Listen, man, shit. I'm not, we're not gonna get into the academic talks because you gonna go on previous episode. Ain't none of us know goddamn athletic scholar on this goddamn show. So, it is what it is.
We're in athletics, scholarship.
Yeah.
For academics, they were out the window, not with us.
That's a fact. All right, so like push it forward, like so now we get to like, let's say we get to like your senior year. You are you starting at this point?
So this is when my senior year is when I went to Putnam. So when I got to Putnam, that shit was, so it's my third year of basketball. That shit was different. Like,
explain different how?
Nigga, getting my ass torched though. Like it's not 845. It's like, yo, there's
levels.
Levels to this shit. So, nah, real talk. But I think Putnam, like every day I talk to my coach literally not too long ago, that shit changed my life. That school specifically changed my life. And it was like, because there's postgrads too. So like there's kids that graduate, you could do a postgrad year. So after you graduate your senior year, you got like one more year left. So like I had dudes like Hamidou Diallo. He actually went to Kentucky. He actually not a few years back, he won the NBA dunk contest. One of these days I'll show you. He did the same dunks that he did in the NBA dunk contest, and one when he dunked over Shaq and put his arm in the rim.
Yeah,
he did it at our high school.
Get the fuck out of here! That's crazy.
I'll show you that next time I see y'all. So
that's crazy, man.
So it was top to bottom, like, and it was at that my first year there was all boys. So like it was really jungle-ish. Like so at one point I'm like, yo, I'm trying to get up out of here. Like it was really I'm like, I'm away from home. I'm in the middle of Connecticut. Like 17 years old. I'm like, yo, this shit. But it was good though. Because by the time the season started kicking up, that's when I started, like, I was more of a role player. So I found my way in my niche of having to grind and what's it called. But like we getting up at 6 a.m. workouts Monday through Friday. I remember like Coach Calipari coming to open gyms, all types of people. Like it was flooded. I'll show y'all some videos. This shit was flooded.
Man,
So like
So
I'm
you were basically in like a D1 program at
Yeah.
17 for the most part.
Yeah, even the kids that weren't like that didn't end up going Division 1, or they went Division 2 or Division 3, and they were like star players on their college team that end up finishing off. So like it was flooded, man. So like I'm over here starstruck too. So like that shit was all a whole adjustment.
Facts. Yo, you know what's crazy about you saying this, and I just want to point this out now, man, for everybody to get a chance to listen. Like for example, like me and Els, we heavy into football, right? Like I'm really big on like when I hear people say like when they're looking at a game, like, oh, this dude is trash and all this other shit. Yo, let me explain something to y'all who are delusional out there. I don't give a damn if you see a dude sitting on the bench for the entire 82 game season and he get 2 minutes in practice. You're not beating that dude in no fucking
He will
one-on-one.
trust your ass.
Listen, man, let's stop
For
the
60 minutes.
delusion here, man. Fans, you a fan for a reason. The reason that we paying for tickets and you paying $150 to sit 83 rows up, it's a reason for that. This dude will bust your ass. These dudes have been playing this game. Like, you started playing ball at what age?
That's what I'm saying. I was always playing in the park, but I didn't start playing till I got to like 15 years old. Like
Come on,
that's when I really started. So it was late for me to be late and to go into that fire was crazy. But like as I got to the niche, I became like a real, like I knew like what coaches wanted, like that Pat Bev lifestyle too. Like I getting it by any means. But then as you do that, you start to build confidence.
Right. Okay. So all right.
What was your position?
I played wing. So like, and what's it called? Like, so it starts to become positionless. So it's not like how like it used to be.
Like it used to be.
Where they like, point guard, shooting guard. Like wing is anybody that's like 2, 3. You get what I'm saying? Like you have your point guard, you have your wings, and then you literally have like your center, your big, or you call it like a stretch 4, like stuff like that. So I play wing.
All right. Who would you say, if anybody, as you were growing up, like let's say even into the point you were in school now, did you particularly model your game after anybody, or were you just trying to go out there and do your own thing?
I was a big LeBron fan, but obviously I'm not LeBron James size. So I try to take his passing. I like to pass the ball. I'm not gonna lie. Like sometimes too over passive.
Facilitator. Ain't nothing wrong with that shit. Magic Johnson was a facilitator.
Honestly, D'Angelo Russell, because I used to be a big Ohio State fan football wise. So then when I was like transitioning to basketball, I used to watch him, and I used to try to like because he's a little bit slower. I wasn't like super athletic in the way he manipulated the ball and stuff like that. And then like if you watch back his Ohio State highlight, like I could literally pull up a clip like where he used to do like the one hand like bounce pass like across the lane for a thing. I could pull up a clip of me dead ass doing that.
That's dope.
Yo, that's fire.
So like shit like that. Him. I'm trying to think who else.
Yeah,
I don't know. I try to watch like slower guards. I try to watch like slower guards.
All right, man. So so now you going to Putnam and all of this stuff, and other than the basketball shit, how crazy was it at Putnam at that time?
Putnam, that shit was low key. Like I ain't gonna lie, that shit low key like jail though. But it was good compared to like all the other prep schools like we visited. But like it really was survival of the fittest, because you got to remember a lot of like the post grads like they already graduated high school, and it's their last year to try to get offers and stuff like that. And it's all boys, and we're together every single day. Like it expanded now to where they got multiple sports now, and it turned into they had girls my post grad year, but like it was to the point where like it was serious. So like people like that shit was.
I could only imagine, bro.
Button heads, all types of stuff. But it was good though, because those same people was like brothers for life. So like, and the connections that I made through that is crazy.
Yeah, because I was just going to ask you. So like, for the majority, like you still keep in contact with most of those dudes that you was in school with at the time?
A lot. I check up on a lot of people.
And are they I don't want to say like their lifestyle right now, is it in and around basketball, or have they done all different kinds of things? Like I know I remember
Well,
you saying you had some people that's overseas and stuff like that.
yeah, so I have a lot of people that's still in it, and it's crazy. I got some people that are just getting out of it, and
Mm.
it's crazy how life transition. It's the ones I would never thought that would put the basketball down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, it's just crazy to see how life goes. But I still got a lot of people that's still in it. A lot of people that's still in it, especially
Okay.
some of my younger pups that
Right.
what's it called?
Mm-hmm.
They're going into their senior years of college, so.
Mm. So at what point do you figure like, all right, you know what? I'm really gonna start focusing more on the training aspects, because I know, you on your training shit like hard body, right? So at what point do you say to yourself, oh yeah, you know what, I want to start trying to like build up other people on their skill level? Like at what point do you reach that mindset?
To be honest with you,
Mhm.
like within like the last 8 months.
Wow.
And
Wow.
but I've always been like, if you ask any of my teammates, like I've always been like high IQ, know the game, always
Hmm.
in the gym working, and guys would
Hmm.
just want to work out with me. Like guys that are way more talented than me, trying to like, yo, Steph, we
Yeah.
need to the gym, work out. And then so I always had a niche and like always like trying to help my teammates coaching. Like I always had like a niche for that. And
Hmm.
then it kind of happened when after I went through like my little college phase, I went to University of Buffalo because one of my mans told me to pull up over there some situation, obviously school shit again. But but it found me like I found myself like since I couldn't play, I was helping him, and he was one of the star players. You know what I mean? And then I started
Mhm.
helping other people on the team, and that's just how it clicked. And then I just started getting respected for that.
Yo, you know it's crazy. Yo, it's a small world. I might be hitting you up for some of that info, because my younger brother right now is a senior in high school, and he's up in the air with the college decision. At least I thought he was. Come to find out that he's, trying to sign up to commit with Onion to Buffalo as we speak. So I don't know, man. If push come to shove, I might be hollering at you to try to train him, because he's been heavy into the basketball for like the past 3 or 4 years, man. And he's
Yeah,
part of
tell him
like
tap in.
I got you, bro. I got you, man. Matter of fact, I know he's gonna be watching this episode as soon as it drops. So, all right. So now that you mentioning, people are coming to you, they asking you, to help them train and whatnot. Is there any specific kind of things that you do? Are you just kind of like a fly by night, do what you got to do at that point, or are you more like the type that you have a certain skill that you're trying to progress with? Like, how do you have any mindset that you go into it with?
Like with the players.
Yes.
So each it varies on each player. So like what I try to do too is like before I even help, like say if it's in person, before I even help somebody, like I try to like watch their game a little bit.
Right.
And then I also like say if I know I'm about to go work somebody out, I'll try to watch as much film on them as possible beforehand. And
Okay.
then I also want to be able to watch the scheme of their offense, because like you could teach a nigga all the skills in the world, but like if that's not what their team needs them to
Right.
do,
Right. Right.
they
Right.
go
Right.
cause it's not gonna translate. Then they looking at you like, yo, like
Right. Right.
You're wasting
Right.
my
they
time, right? Right.
productivity not up there. So like what you try to do is like you try to find a happy medium of where like they fit within their scheme, but then
Mm-hmm.
also build their like weaknesses that they want to work on and
Mm-hmm.
get better at
Mm-hmm.
and be able to add to the team. And then you kind of
Right.
slowly
Right.
implement that stuff as you go along.
Right. Nah, that shit, yo, that makes sense. Because if the dude out there looking to try to be, train up like Kobe, and that's not what his team need him to be, then
Yeah, you dead. Like
yeah, that shit don't make no sense. That shit don't make no sense. So, kind of I want to fast forward a little bit, or like backtrack, or however you want to put it. So going back to August, you guys start up this camp. I know you had your boy. This shit was crazy to me, because I never experienced nothing like this on for my son on a basketball level. You had the youth camp for the kids back in August. You had your boy. Shout out to Nasir Little, that came out to the camp and showed some love. I know he played for Portland last year,
No, he played for Portland the year before. He was just on Phoenix Suns last year, but
Phoenix
now
Suns last year. He's on Miami.
Miami now. Yeah, he just signed with them, so he's over there. I'm actually going over there in October 17th, so I'm going down there for that.
That's
Yo,
dope.
what is that? What is that like, bro? Like for real? Like so. I know, like he said that when he came through to the camp, that he, I hit you up. Y'all was doing some training. So what's that like, bro? Like he hit you up. So like you going down there in October, y'all gonna ball out, like y'all gonna train.
Yeah.
Obviously, you're gonna get into something. You know what I'm saying?
maybe not so him, but def me though.
Yo, I'm not even gonna hold you up, man. When I saw that, I read up on that. I'm like, yo, old boy signed with Miami. Yo, just to think to be yo, listen, man.
Nah, yeah, it's gonna
To
get
be
spooky.
young in Miami is what you're saying.
Listen.
For sure, gonna get spooky.
Yo, listen, man. To be young, and not only young, to be young and black with money in Miami is it's fucking crazy. But anyway, we're not gonna get into that. But so at that point, right? Like, yeah, you got a boy. How did you like? How did that? Did you school? Did he go to Putnam as well?
No, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm big
Yeah,
on
how did that happen?
I'm big on building the relationship. So the way this shit work is like the basketball community is so small. So like once you have your peoples and then you start getting different teammates and stuff like that, you start locking in with they peoples that play basketball because y'all always around. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
And then y'all just become friends. So like it's crazy because I remember from my post grad year. I'm sorry to go on a tangent, but it's gonna build up to the.
I told you,
Go
bro. Go
me?
ahead, do your thing. Do your thing, bro.
So I wasn't after my senior year. I was gonna go back for my post grad year, and everybody was telling me no, like there's no point. Because first of all, I didn't know if I was gonna be eligible anyway because of like there's certain rules. So I might have had to go to junior college regardless. And everybody was like talking about the money, blah blah blah. I'm like, nah, I need the other year of development. Everybody was telling me not to, so I end up going anyway because I just went with my gut.
Right.
And then my boy Josh and Bala, he went to Texas Tech, then he went to Buffalo, then he finished up at Ole Miss, but now he's playing overseas right now. Right. That's my brother. So when I was going through this stuff with JUCO, he was like, "Yo, pull up." So that's how I got to Buff. And then when I was just talking to Nas about this literally the other day. Like, if it wasn't for Putnam, like we would have never even met, like type shit. So, then I went back when my boy Josh told me to come to Buff. And then my boy Ronaldo Segal, he was actually the other person that was on the flyer that you seen.
Yes.
He ended up he got called to Germany early, so like literally days before. So that kind of like distinguished this thing. So like a lot of the young kids know about him too, because he's big YouTube kid growing up. Like,
yeah.
So he's been having this shit jumping. So him and Nas are right hand, like best friends. And my boy Haitian too. So like me and him click. And that's when I was doing the training stuff. Yeah. Feel me? So then that's how that kind of went. And then when I was just rocking with my nigga Doe, Nas just was rocking with me just off of just genuineness. And it didn't even come off of like, yo, like on some basketball shit at first. It just was really like just real live rocking. And then we grinding though. Like we were all we was all in AZ, we just grinding. And then go to the gym, do our thing at nighttime, go do what we do. Feel me?
Yeah.
Come back, repeat. Like,
yeah, that's a fact.
So that's kind of how that went. And then like I had asked him Nas. I really respect Nas a lot because anything down like with the kids, he down for it. Cause like there was so many people that like I know like no for long periods of time that was trying to act like respectively ask for a certain number of bread. Yeah. But it's just like, bro, I don't have sponsors. You feel me? I don't have sponsors. Bro. This shit out of pocket. And
facts.
Not to say me and Nas had a new relationship at the time, but our relationship is still growing. And he just was like, hey, I'll do it. I'll pull up free now. Because I asked him how much, and he just like, free, like, I'm coming.
Yo, that's
real talk.
Yo, that's
anything with the kids, I'm coming.
That's dope, man.
Yo, you know what? When athletes actually get it and they understand like giving back to the youth, and they're the ones that are looking up to them and want to be in that spot, know that they were there at one point. So being able to relate, that's dope.
Yeah. So like we kind of like But it started off because like, bro, we was kicking it and like I said, we was kicking it AZ. We got this fat ass crib. We chilling, but we train. But like after nights of like filming, going out or whatever, me and him will be I don't know because I don't know why we just wake up at that same time. So we would be up dumb early still filming, and then we
Yeah.
just get to like talking and then like about like our visions and shit, and then it just organically align. So
That's awesome.
Yo, it's crazy how life like how life worked like that,
yeah,
man. Just spin up because last week I had my cousin on, right, who's a football coach right now for St. Francis Prep, and he was just more or less telling us exactly how you saying now, like the way shit just happened. It's like seat of the pants type shit. Like something just happened. Like you sitting on the corner and you hear somebody talking. Y'all work up a conversation, and it's
yeah,
just being in the right place at the right time, man. And that's how a lot of things actually wind up happening in this life. All right, so like, let me ask you a question because you mentioned the YouTube joint earlier. What are your thoughts right now? Because I know like just a handful of years back, like this YouTube shit, you really getting bread now. Fuck the notoriety. Like you really getting bread off of this
yeah.
YouTube shit right
I
now.
know some people that is hitting off YouTube right now too. I know
Yo,
some people hitting off YouTube.
it's crazy right now.
It's
So
wild.
I want to ask you a question. What are your thoughts right now on all of this NIL stuff? Because I was just talking to my cousin yesterday, and they're in high school, losing kids over NIL deals. Like I didn't even know that was a thing. Like he was like, yes, he had a kid. He had a kid that was they was starting for them that was really good. And one of the NIL sponsors hit him up and said, yo, listen, leave that school, come do this for this little 707 joint, and we're gonna take care of you. And he left the school. Like,
Yeah.
what are your thoughts on that? Do you think that this is like a good thing? Like, do you think it's a bad thing for kids? How you feel about this,
I be having mixed feelings about it. I love it.
man?
I love it. I all for everybody getting their bread.
Facts.
But then it just be sometimes I wonder like the hunger of it for people. But then when I sit back and think if if money could lessen your hunger regardless, then you weren't gonna make it far either way. So like might as well get it while you can now, I guess. You get what I'm saying? Like if the money was going to lower your hunger regardless, like that shit was going to happen some way, shape, or form down the line, and those be the guys that either fall by the wayside or it's not. You know what I mean? So if you could get your money early and what's it called, like perfect example. I don't know if you guys know Javon clearly. Not to say he wasn't hungry, but like he decided to step away. He's really good at basketball, but he decided to step away from basketball because of like mental health issues and whatever, whatever the stuff he's going on with. But without NIL, like think about it, like if NIL wasn't here, he would have had to force himself to go overseas to make a way for his family, all that. He just got his degree, all that, and just made 7 figures. Now he could go take that and invest and what's it called? He could step away from the game at 25 and not have to go really find himself. So like I respect it.
Facts, bro.
Facts. And then you got these two kids over at UNLV that this past week they decided they weren't playing anymore this season because they didn't get their NIL or whatever was promised to them. There was no contract in place. Yeah. It seemed like it was a verbal thing.
Yeah.
And I think one of them was like 100K, and another one was like 10 G's, 20 G's, something like that. That they were like, nah, I'm not playing anymore, and I'm transferring at the end of the year. And they were 3-0 at that point.
I'm not gonna lie. I kind of do like it though too, because like I seen the way college gets like with coaching. Like before, like that leverage that coaches had over you because you trying to just make it to the league. Like coaches will do whatever. Like you get what I'm saying?
Right.
And don't get me wrong. I wanted to be a coach. I kind of drifted towards training more because of the politics of it. But I got coaches I love dear to my heart, and I would still tap in. I still consider it. So like I understand the game. So like it kind of gives the leverage back to the players, and it's not on some just like white slave master shit. Like where I'm doing whatever just so I could go feed the fam. Like, nah, I got the levers. Like,
Make it an even playing field.
yeah.
Here's my little fucking 2 cents when it comes to this NIL stuff. Listen, I'm a man of God first and foremost, and I'm a firm believer that money is the root of all evil. I'm gonna say this. I think when it comes to this NIL stuff on the surface level, I think it's like you said. I think it's great for the athletes as far as giving them some kind of leverage back, as far as making like even in the playing field. I agree with that 100%. On the flip side of it, though, man, you talking about giving kids that's 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 to 19 years old, like these monetary deals. I'm gonna be honest with you. Unless you have the knowledge of what to do with that money, that shit can cripple you. That shit can absolutely cripple you. And also, I feel like this. I'm just gonna throw out a hypothetical. Y'all could agree, y'all could disagree. Let me know what y'all think. Let's say I'm Alabama, right? I got a 4-star dude that I'm looking at, 5-star dude that I'm looking at who lives in fucking, I don't know, Seattle, Washington, whatever. Maybe as opposed to hooking him up with NIL deals for $1 million, right? I don't know. That he's probably going to spend that money. His mother, his father, his cousin's going to blow that shit in Tesla or whatever. Why not offer some property in Alabama? Yo, listen, we got 30 acres of land. Your family can have this land. And not only that, your siblings, your parents, your in-laws, everybody, they could come to Alabama for free for education. I kind of feel like that. I don't know. Again, I don't know everybody's situation, but I feel like for the generations, that might be a little bit a better. What y'all think? Like, do y'all think, would y'all rather just take the money or would y'all rather just take like a supplemental? I don't know, man. I feel like that.
Do you feel that's crippling too? That they're like kind of like mapping out everything, mapping it all out for you too, instead of you trying to navigate and figure out how to manage it through life. Because I feel like part of learning how to manage money, you got to take a bump, whether it's a little bump or a big bump. Like you got to take a bump, and then you know how to navigate. And like you might have a like kids that do get the money. There's kids that are being smart with it and that know how to. You might know how to make a better play than whoever got the money that gave you the money. You know what I'm saying? Not every kid is just out there just what's it called. There's pros and cons to it all. There's never gonna be
yeah, man. It's
and then you got these crazy NIL deals. Like take what's it, Marvin Harrison for instance, like the way his NIL deal was set up, he couldn't like make money off of his jerseys until after his first rookie deal. And the way he was fighting it, I still believe you can't buy a Marvin Harrison Jr. jersey off Fanatics or anything like that because of the way he's
that's crazy.
Because at 17 years old, if you don't have the right people around you, an agent or whatever the case is, these big corporations, they're going to bleed you dry for as much as they can without you having any idea. Yeah. Like I know it's happening in baseball where half the time they get these kids from, DR, PR, wherever it is, and they've got them locked up for so long that they have to give back more than what their NIL deal was. And it's basically screwing them on the back end of actually making money off their hard work.
Yeah.
See, it's a hard deal, man. I feel like these you know what NIL deals is turning into now? They turning into the record contracts. Remember motherfuckers were signing all these crazy record deals and a fucking TLC went broke. Like all of these artists, they went broke because they didn't really know what they was getting. I'm just praying that it don't turn into those kind of situations.
A lot of kids don't know about them taxes too, though. Them shits hit.
And that's exactly what I'm talking about, bro. If you came to me at 14 years old, like yo, listen, man, we're gonna give you $3 million, and all you got to do is come to Tennessee. I bet. Dumbass, I don't know that I gotta pay that 70% of that. Gotta go to Gotta
Yeah.
go to taxes and all of that other shit. I don't know that.
Some people was getting side bags though that are not like.
Hey.
Well,
Yeah.
that's how it used to be.
Yeah.
It used to be
It's still going like
where,
that too, though.
Reggie Bush is still fighting that stuff now.
Yeah.
Facts. Reggie Bush, isn't he suing USC right now?
He's suing them for NIL.
Nah, you
Back
need
pay.
that because he would have cracked the bank.
Come on,
Oh,
man.
yeah.
Come on, bro.
And they got to
That-
give him his Heisman back. All that.
All
They
that,
did.
man.
They gave him the Heisman back.
They
I don't know
did?
if you've seen it. That
I didn't see
Heisman
it.
commercial, that the Heisman house
Yes.
of him coming out of a cryogenic chamber.
Oh,
So
yeah,
it's
with
like,
his trophy.
I've been frozen for so long.
Yo, that's
Playing
fucking
off like him just getting his Heisman back. It was
That's
pretty
crazy. That's crazy. So, yo, Steph, let me ask you, man, like being that we on this topic right now, right? You got a kid that comes up to you right now and they're looking for some advice, and let's say they're 14, 15 years old. What, at this stage in 2004, would you steer them towards more chasing the bag, or would you steer them more towards building up their skill level at a young age?
They skill level because
They
if
skill level.
you because it's only chasing the bag is only going to be sustainable for so long. Because at some point you're gonna get beat out. So if you stay true to the game, bruh, and you stay locked in, the bag gonna come regardless. The bag gonna come regardless. But if you out there chasing the bag, you're not really getting better. There's gonna be a kid that is getting better, that don't got the same notoriety. Like niggas is catching up and fast.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
So you stay true to the game, and like that, like especially like with picking schools and shit like that. I wouldn't like you would want to consider the money, but that shouldn't be like when you're choosing a school, it shouldn't be your main focus of like, yo, I'm choosing this school because they just throwing me this type of bag. Because you could go there and just they on some whole bullshit, but you got a whole lot of money, but then that shit is done in 4 years and then you left by the wayside and you don't got real. You see the NBA bag that they giving out? That NIL ain't shit. Jason Tatum just got 60 mil, bro. You feel me?
That's You
know what I mean?
Yeah,
so if you stay true to that.
True.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And you know what? Also, I mean, unlike for example, like the WNBA, I kind of feel like a lot of those girls, like especially the ones that just came out, their NIL bag is a little bit better than the WNBA one. When you look at like Caitlin Clark, you look like Angel Reese, they came out already with some money.
Yeah,
and it put a big target on their back. So
they got a lot of people's feelings hurt.
Yeah, but yo, listen, man. I don't know, that WNBA thing. I feel like it's a whole different animal. I feel like right now the WNBA is where the NBA was in like the 80s. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they're just now getting ready to make that turn into leap. Like the right. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, but everybody is always like talking about like how the WNBA is so far behind. They haven't been around as long as the NBA. So like they right on track of where it's going to start to. They're gonna have to start paying that bag. Like
shit, I remember when WNBA started. It was fucking 97, 98. Like
shit, when I was born.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Oh, that's wild.
I remember when the WNBA started, almost every team, if not every team, had at least one dude on their team.
You lying.
Y'all remember that?
You lying. There was not one dude.
Yo, I swear to you, I swear to everything I love. When the WNBA started, there was a dude on every team. If not every team, almost, yo, you can look that shit up. I'll put money on
I'm looking it up right now. I'm pulling that shit.
It was one dude on every team, I'm telling you, bro. All right, CEOs, you're going to sit there and figure that out. And it's going to prove that I'm right. And you're going to be looking crazy in front of those. I'm telling you, bro. Go ahead, watch. You're going to find this shit out right now. But in the meantime, I also feel like the WNBA, and I know old girl Candace Parker, she was opposed to this when Shaq brought it up on TNT.
Lowering the rim.
Yo, let me tell you something, bro.
I'm not jacking it either.
Yo, dog, are you serious? You
I don't
wouldn't
know.
you wouldn't want them to lower the rim?
Nah.
Yo, come on, dog. You're not gonna tell me that shit wouldn't be fire if Angel Reese is coming down the lane and she banging on the shit and be like, yeah, let's get, like, come on.
I feel like it would mess up the skill and the threes of the game. Like, I don't know, from a perspective of somebody who really like. Well, I'm not just like a person that's just going to watch dunks. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, yeah, it's cool. I don't really care, but like really seeing like girls getting a bag. Like, I went to the WNBA All-Star because they had it in Phoenix.
Nice,
So I went
bro.
to that. I went to that. That weekend was jumping lit. That shit was lit. But anywho, like they was real live playing hard though. Like they was getting to it. And what's her name, bro? She got a crazy name, bro. She got like a Kyrie type bag though. Like she won the
From
MVP.
Vegas.
She's not from Vegas. She won the MVP. Obawali, some shit.
Was she the one in the Space Jam?
I don't remember, but I know her name is Enrique Obawali, some shit like that, bro. She got bagged though, like bag.
Hold on, let me look that up. All-Star.
That shit is getting off.
Yeah, there was no men on a WNBA team when it first started.
No, bro, I know. I see you gonna have me look this shit up. I know I'm not bugging out. When the WNBA games used to come on back in the day, at least a handful of them teams had one dude on the bench. I know I'm not bugging out, bro. Yo,
look like dudes.
Yo, that's word to my kids. I'm gonna find that shit out on my own because you're probably not even looking that up. I don't believe you, bro. You just gonna have me on here looking fucking crazy. It is what it is, B. It's all good. But all right, man. Nah, so off the NIL joint, right? Because you also brought up something that I think is a big deal, is the mental health aspect of this, man. And
yeah,
yo, a lot of people take that shit for granted.
Especially black men.
Especially black men. And men of color. I don't want to just try to put the cast on or put the light on athletes per se. I think the mental health aspect as far as men is not really looked at, man. And I know a lot of it, I hate to say it, is our fault because we really don't like talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't like bringing attention to our feelings and none of that shit. And for the most part, it's because we were never really taught how to do that. I mean, you even said it earlier how your pops and fan, like, they was not about the, and it's not, listen, it's in every, I'm not gonna say it's in every household, but in the majority of the households, that's how us men are brought up. Don't cry, shut up and keep going and all this other stuff.
You'll be all right. Figure it out.
You'll be all right. Figure that shit out. You know what I'm saying? But what kind of things, if any, friends, music, whatever it is, what kind of shit kind of helped your mental space when you when you really was going through some shit and you was like, damn, I'm down bad right now when it comes to the mental. Like, what kind of things did you use to help get yourself out of that shit?
I had picked up meditating a little bit. That shit hard to stay with, meditating. I'm not gonna lie, I've been getting better as I've got older, but for a long period of time, like I was very much like I'm just shut off. So I just would play basketball, obviously, like try to go in the gym alone. That was like my therapy. That's why I end up gravitating towards it. And then honestly, if I'm gonna keep it a beam, like when that shit gets too bad, the person I talk to is Fan.
I can see that.
Straight up.
I can see that. I can see that. I can see that.
Yeah,
I can see that. I can see that because he definitely got that mellow personality and that he got that
very wise for his age too.
Yeah, man. Very, like he could talk you off the ledge in a second, man.
Mm-hmm.
He could talk you.
And it's also too like because sometimes like there'll be people like around like and I'll like people that love me, but like you feel me, like they're just like sometimes people just say what you want to hear. So like. If you just always getting what you want to hear, like you never gonna, bro.
You're not
gonna keep it. Fan gonna keep it raw, cut and from the heart. You feel me?
That's a fact, and that's sometimes what you need to hear, bro.
Yeah, and there be sometimes I'd be like, nigga, man, I'm not trying to hear that shit. I ain't trying to hear that shit. But then I just in my head, I'm like, nah, he right. You feel me?
Nah, I be knowing, man. And I say that all the time, man, especially like when it comes to like people I got in my small circle. Like, I don't want you to say things that you feel like I want to hear because that's not gonna help me. That's not gonna, you know what I'm saying? Don't placate to my feelings because that shit at the end of the day is gonna do me more damage than it's gonna do me good.
You know why I feel like people do that is because people swear by like they want the truth, but then people don't know how to handle the truth. Like I'm really a person. I feel like I could handle it raw, uncut. Like, I might. Like, you feel me? Like, it might.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I'm gonna try to look at it from all angles when it comes down to it.
And that, you know what, that right there is the definition of a man. Like,
I'm gonna try to look at it all angles.
You have to, bro. You have to. Like if I hear something, if that shit hurt me, I gotta look at it at a full scope. I can't just look at it at the point like damn, son, this nigga just said something that disrespected me, and now I gotta react in a way that's disrespectful. Nah, it might not even necessarily be all that. Like, I'm gonna give you an example. Like, today, being wifey was in the supermarket, and obviously you see we Bills fans. Like, of course we Bills fans, like the best team in football. That's obvious. That's not.
I just was in Buffalo for 3 years. I know how that mafia get.
Hey, yo, you already know what it is. Did you ever get to a game?
Nah, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Being in Buffalo made me low key not outside of Stephan Diggs because I like Stephan Diggs. That shit make like the Bills fans make me low key hate the Bills. Like that shit. Traffic, like a Bills game, nigga. The streets is if you anywhere by the stadium, you're a clip, bro. Like,
yo, listen,
we were there last year. We
already know, bro. But listen, man, yo, you did it to yourself, bro. You should have. Come on, man.
Embrace the mafia, man. You gotta embrace
the mafia, bro.
No.
You could have had a whole extra 500,000 family members that you know what I'm saying? You could have embraced us, bro. Like, it's all good. It's all good. So I'm at the supermarket earlier, and this older white dude walks into the supermarket and he has on a Bills jersey and he got on a Trump hat. So I see him, right? And I say, yo, go Bills. I look at him, yo, this dude gave me this look like, why the fuck are you talking to me?
I'm surprised. Usually when they was about that mafia, they going.
Yo, for a split second, I had that thought in my head, yo, I know this nigga ain't trying to play me. But then I started to realize, yo, he probably think I'm just fucking with him. Like, he think I'm trying to be funny. Right. And I said, yo, you know what? I'm going to hold that shit down. Because I ain't going to lie, for a split second, I was about to violate and start barking on his ass. Like, yo, the fuck you looking at me crazy for, man? I just tried to show you some love. But then I said, man, he got that Trump hat on, so he probably thinking, oh, this black dude trying to be funny. He's
trying to bait me.
Yeah, he's trying to bait me.
He's eating the cats and the dogs.
It's all right, man. It's all right. But you see, but there you go. That's something I mean. Like you learning to control your emotions. Because if this was 20 years ago, that shit might have been up and stop and shop, and I'd have fucking got kicked out or some dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's yo, man, when you reach certain levels in life, you got to learn when to dial back your emotions.
No, for sure.
You know, because shit, we see it now still with dudes that's twice our age that still like they overly emotional, man. Like I don't know, man. I don't get it. I don't understand it, but it is what it is, bro. On that note, yo, so who in your house was y'all all going for the same team? Like, who was your team growing up?
I'm a Giants fan.
You too, bro. Come
on. Another one. That's 4 weeks in a row now, E?
Our house is kind of divided, though. This shit a little weird in here, though.
Yeah?
My younger brother is a Patriots fan. My brother right above me is a Patriots fan. And then the one that passed away is a Patriots fan.
How did that happen?
Bro, I don't even know.
Yeah, that's wild. But you know the bugged out shit that you saying that? So my cousin that was on last week is a Giants fan. And his brother, my other cousin Josh, is a Patriots fan. What the fuck is that about?
I actually used to get it was I used to be real happy on them 2 Super Bowls I got to witness. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I can only fucking imagine, bro.
We have that in our own houses. E, your son is a Dolphins fan and your
I don't know
daughter's
if
a
he. I don't know
Vikings
if he's my
fan,
son yet. The DNA test ain't come back. The verdict is still
my
out on that.
sons, my oldest is a Carolina fan, and my youngest is an Eagles fan.
Yeah, that shit is crazy. Bro, my one brother that's a Patriots fan is literally named after Lawrence Taylor. Like,
Yo, that's crazy, bro.
That's wild.
That's crazy. Is that the brother that played football?
Yeah, he's the one right above me that played football.
Wait, so his name is Lawrence.
Yeah.
Yo, that's wild. And he a Patriots fan. Yo, that's disrespectful, bro. That's disrespectful, man. And if I was your pops, man, when he was in the baby bassinet, I'd have left him at a fire station. That's too disrespectful, bro. That's craziness, man.
You don't know he's a Patriots fan till later in life.
It don't matter. It don't matter. He should have sensed that. He should have sensed that. Yo, what about basketball? Was y'all all at least going for the same basketball teams, or like how was that?
Nah, it should. Hell no. My mom and dad are Knicks fans. I'm a LeBron fan, so I go wherever LeBron go.
I respect that.
Me and Fan are like that. Marvin was a LeBron fan at one point. Now he kind of got off that wave. I think he be rocking with the Warriors. I don't know. This shit
come on, man.
This shit all chaotic over here.
You got a divided household, bro. That's crazy.
That shit crazy.
So are you like fan where Jordan or LeBron over Jordan?
Absolutely.
Yo, but I don't know, bro. I don't get it. I respect it, but I don't get it.
I think y'all get stuck on when you idolize something so much, you just don't want to see it go.
Oh no! Don't get me wrong, bro. I agree with you. I'm LeBron over Jordan. I was talking to O's. I got LeBron over Jordan too.
I'm the only one.
Yeah, you're the only one.
They don't want to see it go because he was the first to do it, which I understand it, and he was so different that especially people back older guys, your first memories is that, and obviously the league wasn't as skilled, so he over here playing against tree choppers.
Come on, bro.
Feel me?
I can't even and I love Jordan. I grew up in that era where it was Mike. You want to be like Mike. You got Space Jam that came out. He was on every commercial, McDonald's, fucking yogurt with the Dream Team. It was everywhere.
Yeah.
And that's what made me fall in love with the game. It was Mike, the Knicks. That was my era of falling in love with basketball.
Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
It's funny how people chastise Bron for actually playing the game the right way, and they'd be like, "Oh, Kobe or Bron." I mean, Michael would never. They would have shot that shot. That shit was a bad shot, bro. He just happened to shoot it over less athletic. What's the cause? I get it. That's just not the way dude play the game.
Right.
And he take a fall for that.
Trust me. I respect LeBron's game. He's gonna go down top 5. Regardless, whether you're
hold on.
Top 5, that's crazy.
We're not doing that.
I'm saying he's gonna be up there, man.
That's crazy,
nah, 1 or 2. I'll give you Jordan, but we not about he don't got nobody else. That's the only one I'll let somebody slide with that.
Talk about your O's. On your list of your top 5, what number are you going to put Bron at?
To be honest,
yes, be honest, bro.
To be honest, because I put him at 3. I put Jordan, Kobe, and Bron.
I could kind of take Kobe, but I'm not really jacking it. But
all right, at least who's 4 and 5?
4 and 5. Who do you put? You put Magic up there. 5. I wouldn't say. I don't know.
You ain't even got confidence in your own list, man. You don't even have confidence, bro.
So Steph Curry is not top 5?
You gotta put Steph up there because of his numbers and championships. Like
I ain't gonna hold you. I wouldn't put Steph in the top 5.
He literally changed the game of basketball.
Every kid wants to shoot a three
Okay.
because of Steph Curry.
He like when you talk about like the impact of the Michael Jordans, the AIs, like Steph Curry literally changed the game of basketball, of how coaches even coach the game.
Yeah, that's true.
I agree with you 100%. And with that said, Steph is going to be in my top 10. He's not going to be in my top 5.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yo, listen. So hold on. We're not taking no defense into account in this top 5. Listen.
Wait, why are we not taking no defense into this? We
I
are.
know. I know who's in E's top 5. I know. That would have been my number 5. I know who it is.
Okay, so who is it?
It's the Big Diesel.
Okay. You got Shaq at 5. All right. Okay.
Because of how dominant and athletic he was in that era.
All right.
But I heard a great quote the other day. I think it was Mello. He's like, nobody's going to Shaq. Like, oh, I went to Shaq to get work on my game. Like, it's Akeem. It's, it's not Shaq. It's Tim Duncan.
It's because he just was so physically dominant. Like, you
That's
can't, some of that shit you can't teach.
Mm-hmm. You can't teach, 7'2", 7'4",
Yeah,
300 something,
300 something pounds and move like a fucking gazelle in the paint.
Nah, you're not doing that. You're not. All right, yo. So, bro, who your top 5? Give me your top 5 all time.
All time.
And he getting ready to show his age right now. I know it.
Yeah.
LeBron James.
1. Are you giving this in order or no order?
No, LeBron is definitely number 1. The rest is not in order. I don't know the rest. I'm trying to put it in order.
No, you ain't got to do no order.
I'll probably do Kobe and Jordan.
All right, so that's 3 right there. You got 2 spots left.
Steph Curry will be in my top 5.
Wow. All right, so you got 1 left.
I don't know if I want to put Shaq or Magic.
You got to pick 1.
That's tough when you're on the spot like that.
It's really not, though. It's really not, bro. When you talking about all time, Magic or Shaq?
I'm gonna take Magic.
I respect
Now,
that.
with all these NBA moves that happened yesterday, what do you think? Has the power shifted in the East? Is it still Boston's race? New York just picked up Cat.
I don't know if I like that.
I'm not gonna lie, I love that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the reason why I like it is because I feel like Randall's energy fits. I like it for both sides. So boom. I like it because Randall's energy kind of fits Anthony Edwards' energy a little bit more.
I could see that. More of a
like a dog,
yeah.
like not what's it called? And I didn't like Randall on the Knicks because I felt like they had their chemistry going, and I feel like him being in there would kind of disrupt what they got going on, as opposed to having Cat, who is still all-star caliber, but he could shoot the ball better, so he could space the floor. And his personality kind of fits into that Villanova wave. And then also I like it for Minnesota too, because they needed another shooter, so they got DiVincenzo off the bench with Rob Dillingham. So I kind of like it for both sides.
But let me ask you a question though. You don't kind of feel like, because I'm not a Knicks fan, bro. I've never been. I
don't like the Knicks.
Yo, listen, man. I can't, man. I can't do it. I don't never got no confidence in them. I'm gonna say this about the Knicks. I always felt like when they get a team that's like gelled together, like you just said, you had the Villanova crew.
Yeah.
They always do something to break it up. You know what I'm saying? Like, they always make some off-season acquisition.
Yeah,
like,
but it wasn't going to just get done with just them. They needed another.
Right.
They need another
You
star.
needed another
Having
star.
Randall come back, I don't like him with them. I think they go downwards. I think they go downwards.
But you don't think, and I was at the game last year towards the end of the season when New York played Washington. New York loved DiVincenzo, bro.
Yeah, that
They
one
loved him, man.
that one hurts a little bit.
I don't want to say it's a certain reason, but that plays into it.
Because he's white.
It hurts a little bit, but you also just got Mikal Bridges, who could kind of fill that shooting role a little bit, but adds more defense.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get OG back for a full year. And then you still get your shooting because Cat is the best shooting big in the league.
Yep. And he was having a split time with Rudy Gobert over in Minnesota.
Yeah. So
You think right now the Knicks are the biggest contender for the Celtics right now?
For the Celtics?
Yeah.
I'm rocking with Miami Heat right now.
Yeah, that was a test and you passed it. I like that, bro. I like that, bro. Yo, shout out to the Miami Heat. Shout out to Jimmy Buckets, man. That motherfucker is a problem.
I'm rocking with the Miami Heat, man.
He's a problem. Yo, and you know what, man? Right now, Miami was always low-key been my team, man, and I'm not even bullshitting. I'm not even bullshitting.
It's crazy because my older brother that passed away, I just posted a picture on y'all don't follow me on Instagram, but I just posted a picture. He big Miami fan, always has, like before LeBron. And like nice little Miami stench. So I'm rocking with Miami. I can't lie to you.
See, because you see how
they always have the dopest City Connect uniforms are always Miami.
Yeah.
Like that all pink jump off. I got that shit upstairs with a 52 on the back. And also like fuck around, like that shit was dope. And then you got like the only one that comes close maybe this year is Toronto with their City Connect of Vince Carter. I don't know if you guys seen that.
And they retiring his jersey too this year.
They retiring his jersey, but it's the Raptor doing the between the legs dunk on the front of the jersey, which is insane. It's so dope.
That's fire, bro. And Miami, listen, Miami's kind of always been my team. Like you see how you say you follow LeBron everywhere he go. I was like that with Shaq. Shaq is my favorite player of all time, like hands down. Like every team he was on, up to a certain point, I was a fan. When he was on the Lakers, I was the most annoying Laker fan that you could ever fucking find.
You didn't even give your top 5.
About
that.
He likes to do that. He'll throw it up.
All right, listen. All right, my top 5 right quick. No order. I'm going to go LeBron, Michael, Kobe, Larry Bird.
Nah.
And Magic. Right there.
Damn, you left your boy off?
Damn, man. Because I'm going to tell you something. You see, y'all got
Bird
bigs.
Bird over Shaq?
Absolutely, bro. Yo, listen. I'm going to tell you why. And Shaq is my favorite player of all time. If we got a game, we running up and down the court, how long is Shaq going to be able to do that? And I've been watching.
You could slow it down with a half-court set, especially at that time. It wasn't run and gun as much.
Yeah, but in that early 90s, though, I feel like in that early 90s LeBron could have kept up with them dudes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'll give him that. Yeah, of course.
And in that early 90s set, don't get me wrong, if we going down low, if the game is slow, hell yeah, Shaq is going to dominate that shit. But otherwise, I don't know, man. And see, y'all sleeping on Larry Bird, man. Because he's
not in my top 5, though.
Larry's top 10 for sure, but
I got
there's a lot of guys in front of him.
I'm going to take Larry over Steph.
I'm not going to lie. There's some people that y'all wouldn't even put in your top 10 that I'll take over Larry Bird, though. I can't lie to you.
Oh, man. You see, I'm going to digress in this sense, man. I feel like you know a lot more than me as far as like the basketball skill set. So I feel like you see things that maybe I don't, that we're not going to see. because you've been there. You've been on the floor.
Yeah.
You know the spots, and you know who's gonna take advantage of what. But I'm just saying, the shit that I've seen since I've been born, yo, even the highlights, yo, dude's been talking about Larry Birds for decades, man. And I'm talking about.
I also try to look at the people that he's doing these moves against. Like, bro, I literally have a picture somewhere in my phone, but like somebody was like arguing me once. I'm like, bro, look who was like back then like guarding Michael Jordan, like and he's taking 1-on-5, bro. Come on, bro.
Yo, that's
fair. That's fair. That's
Come
fair.
on, bro. Niggas just got off their 9 to 5, bro. Like
Yo,
That's very fair. That's very fair.
That's disrespectful.
I can't even front with that. I guess.
That's disrespectful, bro. That's crazy disrespectful. So let me ask you a question. Outside of LeBron right now, is there anybody else that you would put over Jordan right now?
outside of LeBron.
Yeah. If your answer is yes, bro,
the only person I think about is like between him and Kobe. They're like 1A, 1B to me.
Right, I agree.
They too similar.
I agree.
The only reason why I put Michael higher is just because his numbers were a little bit more efficient, but his 3-ball wasn't as good as Kobe's, if I'm not mistaken.
I respect it, bro. I respect it. Yo, I ain't trying to be too nosy, bro. I'm noticing you an anime fan?
Nah, so I'm in the cave right now. So this is my brothers. So it's a little mixture. It's a little mixture of everybody's personality in here.
Nice.
I respect it, man.
I'm not the anime dude though at all.
So we got a lot of people that watch and follow. They know Fan. What's some insight you could give us to Fan?
Insight? What you mean by that?
Yo, he trying to get you the right fan now. Yo, don't do that.
I need a little bit more specific question, you know?
Oh, dude. No, fans are dude. We wouldn't put him on blast, but how was it growing up with Fan? Because
was he a bully in the crib?
You know him.
Was he a bully in the crib? Was he eating y'all cereal?
Honestly, because we so far apart, I didn't like. If I'm being honest though, like I was used to be on their hip. Like when I was younger, I was exposed to a lot of. Because think about it, when Fan was 17, I was 7.
Got you.
So there's I get a lot that I'm very mature. There's a reason to that. Like I was around wanting to be around a lot of activity at that age.
Right.
You saying a lot without saying a lot, right?
We get what you're putting down. We get it.
Yeah. But it was good. It was a little different. He for some of when I was younger, he lived like with his mom a little bit too, because we don't got the same mom. And then so our relationship more so grown like as like we got older. But you know what I mean?
So you, out of all your brothers, you are the second youngest.
Yeah.
Man, bro. That's wild, man. That's wild. Yo, that had to be crazy, man, growing up and seeing all your brothers into shit and you was just a little too young. It's a little too young to get your feet wet.
Yeah.
Which I will say, shit, you're not married, and I know you ain't tied to nothing, so I know you making up a lot of groundwork.
Hey, he's got the blueprint. He knows what to follow. He knows, what to do, what not to do. He got it.
Listen, man. You know how that saying go, youth is wasted on the young. You know what I'm saying? So in about a couple hours, right? Because I know we was originally set to record a little later. In a couple hours, me and Oaks is probably gonna be taking a nap, right? That's the way. This brother
halftime, you got that 15-minute nap before work.
You know what I'm saying? This dude still got that young blood, so he got energy for days. So like when he talking about he was out in Arizona for the WNBA All-Star game.
Nah, y'all gotta go out to Arizona though. Not to get Yeah,
I heard it's absolutely beautiful out there.
No, that's great.
You talking about the area or is beautiful another sense? Oh, so what you talking about?
Everything. Whatever. If you want to stay out the way, you can stay out the way. If you want to be in the mix, you could be in the mix. But it's beautiful. Like it's good for everything. Real talk.
All ages. All ages.
Vegas?
Huh?
You
No, I
been to
never been to
Vegas?
Vegas. I was supposed to
You
go to
never
Vegas
been to Vegas?
I was supposed to go for summer league. I was supposed to go from summer league to AZ, but then I had something that I had to go to DC for, so I had to go to DC, and that
Okay.
was the first time. I haven't even been to Miami yet.
Damn.
But you
Ever.
will be in October.
Yeah, very soon.
We got a couple of weeks.
Yeah, very
Yo, shit,
soon.
October is literally in the next 48 hours.
For real.
Oh man, yo, that shit is wild, bro. That shit is wild.
Every time I
So-
try to go to Miami, something happens. Like I remember when I was supposed to go to spring break, COVID hit. Like always something. Like
Oh, damn.
I think that might have been God saving you from
say
something.
it, yeah, on everything though.
That might have been God saying, "Nah, we ain't gonna open this door just yet, because
Right.
we gonna."
Yeah. If you down there and they playing, you got to go see my boys at the U. Like they,
You, I heard that shit get turned too.
that's party atmosphere right now.
Yeah.
Don't listen to Oates, man. Oates gonna fuck around and get you locked up, bro. Don't don't listen to don't go to Miami U, bro.
No, I gotta go. I gotta see it. I gotta touch all parts of the land, man.
Oh
Damn.
man, yo. Shouts out to those brothers out there, man. But yo, so all right. So now at this stage, I know we had spoke about this earlier, man. So now you had your inaugural basketball camp out the way. So what's it looking like in the future, man? What's your future plans looking like?
Try to get more camps, more clinics. Eventually, with the Genius Lab, I want it to be multiple sports. So I'm working on stuff with football. I'm working on different sports. So my end goal is to have my own facility where like
Dope.
everybody could just come in, like everything underneath one roof. Like you go from weightlifting stuff to your sports specific training to treatment to all types of stuff. So that's generally my end goal. I don't want to say end goal because it's never over, but that's a goal I'm reaching towards. So that getting more of these camps going on. I'm into a bunch of different stuff, man. Not just on the sports side. I'm into fashion heavily, so I'm working on some clothing. I want to eventually do a gala.
Nice, bro.
I just like to I like to go wherever they draw the line of the box. I like to go over that shit.
Yo, I hear that,
Every
bro.
trip. It has always been me. I always do things complete opposite. One thing about me, don't tell me to not go that way. Like I might,
You gonna go that way?
Yeah, like
Yeah,
obviously with restraint. Obviously, if it's some dumb shit, I'm gonna what's it called? But
Obviously.
if I just feel like you trying to put limitations to how far my mind can go and stuff like that, I'm gonna double down on it, and I keep receipts.
That's dope. That's dope. I know where you get that from.
I'm gonna double down on it, and I keep receipts, man.
What you mean you know where he get that from? What's that supposed to mean, bro?
I know somebody who keeps receipts.
Yo, listen, man. Yo, you trying to get Fan in trouble? Yo, Fan, I got
I
you,
didn't
bro.
say no names, bro. I didn't say no names.
Listen, man. Yo,
Why
Fan,
you
I
putting
got
people
you,
on
bro.
blast?
I got you, bro. I ain't gonna let him have you out on the string here, man. If you do, I gotta
Hold on. Let me hold that for 2 seconds. I gotta plug this in the charger. I don't want it to die on y'all.
Say no more. Do your thing,
Yeah,
fam.
hold on.
Yeah, man. Nah, yo.
Well,
Yeah,
while he's doing his thing, I want to give a shout out
facts.
Patience and Faith with the new design of the Oso Wizard. Like they not like us. We talking to them to do some OTBS shirts that may be coming your way soon. So follow the page. E and I'll, I'm sure the minute it drops, we'll have them here on that episode.
100%. And I want to say this, and we could use this as the wise words now just to get it out the way. I want to say it while it's fresh on my mind. Because we were out there, he was at a market event and he was promoting this stuff and we was chopping it up and whatnot. And I want to say this, man. And this goes out to all of the people who are established and they have their, they have their products, they have their company, they've been doing their things for many years and stuff like that. I just want to say this. If you have the type of company or you have the type of mindset where somebody else is coming along and they might looking for you for advice, or they might be looking for you to point them in the right direction. And your goal is to cut their throat or to hinder them for, reaching a point so they can be sustainable, so they can feed their family. I'm gonna tell you something, man. God has a plan for you. I'm not gonna say nothing, in a negative aspect, because God has a plan for you. And it also, to me, it shows like you have no confidence in your product. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
The
my thing
character
is,
thing too.
my thing is this, man. I'm just gonna use an example. If I have a coffee shop, right? If I got a coffee shop and I've had a coffee shop for 15 years or 20 years, and I'm doing pretty good. You know what I'm saying? I'm well established. My family's good. My family is eating. And somebody comes to me and they say, "How you doing, sir? I'm looking to open my own coffee shop in the neighborhood, maybe 2 blocks away, or shit, even around the corner or down a block or something like that. Do you have any advice for me?" I'm gonna help that person. You know
Right.
why? Because I have confidence in myself, right?
Yeah.
My thing is, if you're gonna have your own situation and you're doing the same thing as me, my goal is to ensure that I'm making a better product than you.
Yep.
I don't need to fucking go and cut your throat and making phone calls around town like, don't give this dude no business and don't do no shit like that. Yo, that shit creates crazy negative energy upon yourself. And
Yes.
I'll say in our town specifically, I've noticed that shit a lot on a lot of different levels. Like the brother earlier said, he was getting like a lot of pushback and all that shit. And I hate hearing shit like that, bro. Like if somebody's trying to get on and they trying to do something to better their family, like why are we trying to block people from their blessing? Like I don't understand shit like that. And I never did. And you know who, I'm gonna give you another little quick story. Over in Monroe, by Mill Pond Road,
Mm-hmm.
right? They got a Dunkin' Donuts over there. And then they got the little bagel spot. I forget the name of it. But either
Yeah, I
way,
know what you're talking about. Right
they're
down the
right,
way. Yep.
yeah, they're right next door to each other. So I ran into Dunkin' Donuts, I think to grab like a coffee or something like that. I can't remember which. And as I'm standing there, I said, you know what? We about to go on this little drive. I'm in the Dunkin' Donuts, and I said, yo, you know what? While you at it, can I get a toasted bagel with cream cheese? The guy looks at me and goes, oh, we don't make bagels at this Dunkin' Donuts. And I said, never in my fucking life did I ever hear that they don't make bagels or you can't get a cream cheese bagel in Dunkin'. I said, what? He goes, yeah, no, we can't make bagels because they got the bagel spot right down the joint right here. Yo, in my head, I'm like, all right, I understand it's a bagel spot down there, but you don't have confidence in your own product. Just make a better fucking bagel. Like I don't get it. Make bagels better to the point where people are
But
gonna say,
that might be something that they got like situated together so
Yeah.
they could get, because it's people that's going to the what's it called is going to shoot over there to get a coffee. It's not about, it might not be about the what's it called. And two, you don't know who owns that franchise of the Dunkin'.
Right.
It could be
I
the
was
same
gonna say
person.
that too.
that you know what? In that
That might
sense,
be an
It could
owner
the same
situation.
person.
Yeah.
in that sense, I would understand if they have the same owner and they don't want to dilute. But even in that sense, bro, like my thing is this: if I know my product is superior, I know that you're gonna have their shit and say, you know what? I'm not gonna get no more shit from here. I'm gonna go to this other spot.
Mm-hmm.
Like have that fucking confidence in yourself. But to hear that they did this to this brother over here that's trying to get on, like I think that shit is that's not cool, man.
I don't get how people like knock people's breasts because I thrive on like everything I do is to try to inspire. Like, I think
Right.
like the greatest human act is to inspire. Like it don't be about the money. It don't be about, obviously you got to pay the bills and do different things. But like when I see like somebody else like really get like find motivation, or I get texts about certain things, like that shit keeps me like going. And if I put somebody on and they do some shit better than me, I'm a hustler, bro. I'm gonna raise the bar so you can raise the bar again, and then we can raise the bar, and then we just gonna keep going.
That's what I'm talking about, bro.
That's
and
what
I'm gonna do
makes
it
you
with
better.
a smile, like
That's
you
what
know
I'm
I mean?
talking about, man. That's it, man. It's called, you know what? It's called healthy competition.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that. And I think not for nothing, one thing, especially with this town, I think that's kind of what has been lacking for decades is healthy competition because everything around here is so fucking stale. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. It don't make no sense that for me and my wife to get good food, we gotta drive 30 fucking minutes away. And I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. We gotta drive 30 fucking 40 minutes away to get a like, yo, what you got? We gotta go to Middletown. We gotta go to Monroe. We gotta go to Newburgh. We gotta go to, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna be honest with you. And that's exactly what the problem is with this town. Is like there's no steady, healthy competition because everybody's so busy trying to close a door in everybody's face. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. That's my little bullshit tangent, man. But I didn't like hearing that. But again, shout out to the brother from Patience and Faith, and you know, his product is phenomenal, and that's another reason why we're so happy to have this platform again. Like I said earlier, to promote people out there that's trying to do some great fucking things, man. And
Yeah,
when I know I've said it 100 times, bro. Again, when I took my son to this camp, literally the following weekend, he asked me, yo, when are they doing another one? And I said, yo, Mason, listen, when I find out, I'll let you know. And whenever you get that information, bro, as soon
let
as
us
it
know.
drops, we're going to put that shit on the show. We're going to put it on the website. We're going to
absolutely
promote the hell out of that shit, man. Because I think you and your family, and again, shout out to fans, shout out to the rest of your brothers, man.
Yes.
Y'all did a fucking phenomenal thing, man. And I hope that y'all keep it up. I hope that y'all don't get, you know, discouraged in doing anything because y'all did y'all fucking thing, bro. For real, man.
We gonna keep elevating it for sure, though.
Yo, I appreciate it, man.
For sure.
Most definitely, when we drop the link for this episode, we're gonna, you know, we're gonna shout your IG out, shout your page out and everything, man, to get you some more, you know, get your stuff out there a little bit more. We're gonna do our little part to do what we can, man. But most definitely appreciate you coming on, bro. And we're gonna have you, yo, when the NBA season start, we're gonna have you back on because we're gonna be talking a lot of shit, man. We're gonna be talking a lot of shit, man. Shout out to the Miami.
I'm excited.
Heat, yo, listen, bro.
I got a couple of
who you got winning it all this year?
Miami, he told you, bro.
No. I love my nigga Nas, but if LeBron got a chance to go get him one, you know what I mean?
Yo, you really gonna do that, bro? That's crazy.
You think he with Bronny there, he ain't going nowhere.
But I also got a couple people on a couple of different teams. I got my boy Nate, he a two-way on
Nice.
Houston Rockets.
Nice.
My boy Nate Quan, I kind of recently just met him. We've been getting cool. He's on doing Cleveland Cavaliers training camp right now. Nice. My boy Gabe is with Denver training camp. He just had their media day and stuff like that too. So I've got a couple people all over, and then especially college. I'm heavy into college, so I'm gonna be around.
Nice, bro.
Definitely heavy into college.
Nice, man. Now, anybody in college right now that people should be looking at that you think?
Iowa State.
Iowa State.
Curtis Jones.
Curtis Jones out of Iowa.
Iowa State. Yep. They had a great year. They returned everybody. So
nice, bro. Nice, man.
Him, UConn again. My boy Hassan Diarra. He was there. He trying to go for that three-peat.
Nice.
Fire, bro. That's fire.
There's some people, I don't want to leave everybody out, so everybody gonna be like, damn, Steph. But
nah, it's all good. It's all
college,
good.
I know a lot of people. But those are like two of the top teams off the bat in my head that I know that really got a shot of getting it.
That's what's up, man. Yo, if you can, tilt your camera up a little bit, man, because this fucking Zoom shit. Now you good. This Zoom shit is notorious. Like, we'll put the shit on and it'll cut your head off. Yeah. You'll just see your fucking. Yeah, this shit is notorious for that. Yo, so this is the last question I'm gonna ask.
Shit. If y'all got more, we could run it.
I'm here. So check this out. So you're a Braun fan.
Yeah.
how do you? I want your honest opinion, bro. Don't give me no bullshit. I want your honest opinion. How you feel about his son coming and playing on the same team with him? How do you feel about that whole situation?
I like it.
Hmm.
And I'm not gonna lie, I'm a big
Mhm.
no biases. Like outside of me being a LeBron fan, like if I were just looking
Mhm.
at Bronny James as for who he is, I
Mhm.
like his game. And I think people don't look at Bronny James for who he is and what he
Because of his
brings to the
father.
table. Yeah, so like any little what's it called? Like there's people that are in the NBA that don't even have the tools like he does to be a great player. You know what I mean?
Mm.
They're like, oh,
Mm.
he averaged this much, that much. Like, bro, like when NBA draft is not necessarily about who had the best stats. If that was the case, whoever was the top Heisman or top whatever would be the first pick every year. But it's not about that.
Facts. 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 Facts.
And he's
Facts.
going to a two-way about development, and he has every tool
Mm.
to become something. He might not be that right now. Like, shit, why not?
I will agree with that.
Why
I
not?
will,
Why
I
not
will
take a
agree
shot
with
on
that.
him? You're gonna take a shot on somebody else that might not have what's it called, and don't even have the same type of bloodline and chance to
Mm.
be.
Right, the pedigree.
Yeah, like
No, I agree with that, man. I agree with that. I feel like, just thinking about it, like I think you make a good point, man. I feel like because of who his father is, they kind of putting him on like a unrealistic kind of pedestal. Like
yeah,
you can't like his father was a phenom. His what second year in high school?
bro. There's only been one of him in the history of the NBA. What makes you
Dude,
think
I
there's gonna
remember
be
the Slam
two?
magazines with him on the cover for with his Oak Hill. Like, no, what? No, what? It wasn't Oak Hill. It was
You talking about? Yeah,
yeah, I remember I had that shit in Spain. Like, that's how big it was.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy, bro. But I feel like again, a lot of it is like they're trying to make a very unrealistic comparison between him and his dad. And, you know, I will say this, the market value of him playing on the team with his son is fucking bananas.
yeah,
Like
it's crazy.
that shit is crazy. Like, and everybody's waiting for that first photo op of him throwing the alley oop to his dad or vice versa. That shit is gonna go crazy.
Oh, it's
That
gonna
shit is
Yeah,
viral in minutes.
that shit is going to go crazy. And I'm very curious to see what the interaction is going to be like on the court between them two. Like the first time
yeah.
Bronny starts like fucking up, to see how Braun is going to react to him. And
I wish he would have stayed one more year of college, but if not,
Mhm.
I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it.
Do you think?
Where'd y'all go to college? You, I think, obviously went to the U because you went to the
I
U.
fucking wish I went to the U. I went to RCC, man.
My
Yo,
fault.
listen, you
I
looking at
wish I'm you all the way, but shit, yeah,
yo,
RCC.
listen, bro. You talking to some junior college all stars, bro.
Shit, I went junior college too.
Yo, this is
Ain't
what I'm
nothing wrong with
saying,
that.
bro. Yo, I told you, you're not dealing with no athletic or no arithmetic scholars over here, bro. Shit, man, you crazy?
I wonder because I was gonna ask you like, how'd you guys like college and stuff like that? Like, how was your college experience? I like to see like people's different like perspective of their college experience, whether they stay at home or not. Like, were y'all going to different colleges and stuff like
So,
that?
with my college experience, man, I went to Nassau, out there in Hempstead. Uh, I went there for a couple years. Once I decided what I was gonna do with my career and stuff like that, as far as like getting into law enforcement, and I realized I only need like 60 fucking college credits. I'm gonna be honest with you. Once I realized that, I said, shit, I'm gonna get these 60 college credits and I'm gonna just get it on any. Yo, bro, I once had bowling as a fucking college class, bro. That's where everything I love. I
I
had,
had yoga and racquetball, bro.
once
Racquetball.
I
I
fucking,
had yoga too, and that was at University of Buffalo.
yo, see
Nice.
what I'm saying, bro?
That was
Nice.
funny shit.
Once I realized, shit, wait, y'all just need 60 of any kind of college credits. Bet I'm gonna take this weightlifting, I'm gonna take powerlifting, I'm gonna take bowling, I'm gonna take all rack up on this all this bullshit until I build up what I need. And and that was it, man. And right now, shit, that was man. That was come on, 17 years ago, bro.
College,
God.
college definitely the best time of like kids,
I,
kids' lives though. No funny, college is lit.
Yo,
Cause I went from
I
JUCO
see
to
it now. Like my oldest went away and he did his thing. He went up to college playing ball, fucking frats. Like he's a brother up there. Like I get it. I see the life, the draw of it. I do see it.
I feel
yeah,
like everybody got to go and do at least like one semester of college, like whether you decide to go, because I don't think school is for everybody, and I'm a big
facts,
advocate on that. But
facts.
for that connection and just that experience, I think everybody should go to that shit at least one semester just to feel it a little bit. Because bro, when I got to Buff, oh my god, especially like being around like the team and stuff,
I've heard about
that was
Buff.
different.
I've heard about the parties up there.
That shit was crazy. But then it's funny because then at this point, like later on, I kind of was messing with somebody, so I kind of like went into the tuck, and everybody on the team was trolling me like, "Yo, Steph over here chained up, like niggas to catch me like walking through campus, like, yo, look at Steph, bro." Like, but like my first month there, a month and a half there, movie,
Oh, dog.
movie.
You know what's funny? And I know he gonna listen to this episode and he gonna start laughing. He gonna start laughing and he gonna be low key upset. My nephew, shout out to my brother D Weldon, man. My nephew is out at Eastern out there in Pennsylvania right now. This is his first year in college. And it's only been a few months and already he like, yo, man, I be calling him. He don't be picking up the phone. He said he
It's
was going
okay.
out. And
If he's
It's
like
like,
that, bro, you be waiting for that text. You're like, yo, I wrote that motherfucker yesterday.
and I
I'm not
told
gonna
him,
lie, I got bad when I got to Putnam though. So I cut ties then though, like I can't, especially no, but like that at the time, if I kept calling home, I was really gonna like go home. Like
mm,
Right.
I gotta just go sit in this by myself. Like
yeah,
my
yeah.
mom over here trying to text me what's it called. Like I'm complete ghost though. Like as like older now, I understand like that seems kind of crazy, but I had
Yeah.
to be in there. I had to go full blown into the deep end though.
Yeah, man. And, yo, me and him be having these talks. Like I be telling him, like, yo, I'm like, yo, listen, man. You know what it is, man. His wings are spreading right now, and he's trying
Yeah.
to see how far they could go. So he out there, as long as he's not making no life changing decisions. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
you
saying?
definitely gotta be smart enough though. Because you got to remember, like I was making all decisions based on like basketball. So this is my first time like going to a bigger school,
Mhm.
and I was necessarily like, bro, when I was at JUCO and stuff like that, we was around different schools. I was around WU, so I know people on the team. So I was going out, seeing that party scene a little bit, but like
Mhm.
I wasn't full blown. Like when I got to Buff, like the first time, and it like I wasn't going to be hooping. I was still part of the team and stuff like that, but I wasn't eligible at the point. And like I got there, like that shit could get distracting because as soon as we went to the first football game, I hear people like tapping each other like that's the basketball team. I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
Yes.
like what? I'm looking like I'm like, oh, so that's how it get. And then like it's funny though, because like I'm with my boy Josh off the rip. He talking to like some girl coming to him. She's like, "You're not gonna introduce me to your friend?" Like,
It's over. It's over. It's
I'm
over.
like, oh yeah, I like this shit.
It's over.
I
It's
like,
Yo, listen, man. It's
I like
over. You
this
hear
shit.
you hear chicks say that, man. It's over before it started.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, it's college shit get active.
Yo, you know what's wild? Yo, he's saying this shit, right? And he's talking about it. You know what movie scene is in my head right now? You ever seen He Got Game?
Yeah,
When they
I'm trying to think about what scene you talking about.
when Rick Fox was giving him that tour to college.
Oh
And he,
yeah, the white girl's right there. Not exactly that though. Exactly that though. And not exactly that though. Like
said
real
exactly
talk
that.
though.
He said exactly that. Yo,
Not real talk though. That's literally how I felt. I'm like, what the
yo,
fuck?
yo, yo,
I'm
yo,
like,
you know what's wild? And I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. Like I be watching because I'm big on Deion Sanders, man, and I like seeing what they doing out there in Colorado. Yo, man, when I be looking at these dudes, and I be seeing like the seeing like the atmosphere around him, I'm like, yo, I already know what's going on, man.
I'm not
Oh,
gonna lie.
you know
I'm not gonna lie. You
100%
see how
what
Travis Hunter is cuffed up? I couldn't do it. It's good for him because there's a lot of liabilities as well. But boy, that shit too active, bro. And you're the best football player, not just in your school, in
Yo,
the
listen,
country. Like,
listen,
right.
bro.
And
Listen.
both sides of the ball, like you're not just offense, you defense too.
Yo,
like
listen,
what? You in
bro.
Colorado? Like, I feel like you gotta find that later on down the line.
Yo, listen, man.
I think that fan calling me right now.
He probably getting assists like, yo, you saying too.
I told him about 7. That's probably why he calling me. I definitely didn't tell him.
Yo, he's still being a big brother, trying to make sure you up and you caught the show. But yo, listen, man. You see, I don't want you to fuck around and tell a story that you're not supposed to tell. But
I wouldn't tell nothing too federal, but I could tell something.
Yes, please, bro. The floor is yours.
Like
no names on, no names.
Shit? Nah, absolutely not. Bro, this shit used to get crazy, bro. Just our group chat in general was crazy. Yeah, shit getting sent through the group chat easily. Easily getting sent through the group chat. But,
oh my God.
Oh, I'm gonna tell us my own story. I'm gonna tell my own story.
All right, okay.
So,
fan calling you again.
Yeah. So, kind of got in trouble. Not real trouble for this, but with one of the girls I was messing with at the time got in trouble about this. But anywho, it don't matter now. So, we went to, I think it was like a Thursday. We went to this one spot on a Thursday that we went. You feel me? It's kind of like mid-season. I don't think we didn't have nothing the next day. So we went out Thursday night. We went in there, pop our head in. As we pop our head in, I'm just cooling though. Like, you feel me? Like, I'm not on nothing crazy. I'm just like, all right. So like my one man's talking to this one joint. He talking to this one joint. And then, bro, I didn't say not one word to her though. Like the whole night, I didn't say not one word to her. So he talking to this one joint. And then like as we like, yo, we about to get up out of here because we don't like to stay too late.
That's how shit happens.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Shit start to happen. You stick around too long.
After a certain time, but she like feeling to come back. So like I'm like, so then as we were leaving, like I said like a couple words to her. But then then that's when she started like talking, bro, fam.
Hold on. Hold on. Before you finish, I'm gonna call him and let him know.
I just shot him a text. I told him jump on if he wanted to.
Hey, yo, that sounded crazy.
Hey, pause.
Hey, yo,
we almost had the whole episode.
Yeah, that sounded crazy, bro.
Yo, nah.
Especially at this time in this story. So you gotta watch your words, bro.
Hey, we're almost at the end, right? Fuck.
So fucking so I say a couple words, boom. But my man's was really the one that was talking to her. This, that, and the third. And we get in the car, like her friends are trying to come back, but like her friends are trying to, like they driving their own shit. She trying to hop in the car with us. We deep. So she has to sit in the car. So she sits in the car. She sits on my lap type shit. So then
I don't like this setup.
My son kid texts me. He's like, yo, I got some other work pulling up. Like, yo, take that, handle that. I'm like, all right. Mind you, I was chilling, bro. I only went out because they were like, yo, bro, just slide. I'm just cooling. So barely any words. So then I'm at their, like, because we have like different like off-campus like apartments. So it's off campus. So it's like our own thing. No RAs, no nothing. Like it's, you feel me?
Oh, it's lit. You ain't got no RA?
Nah, hell no.
It's lit. It's lit.
Own room, everything. But I'm at a different off-campus apartment. It's down the block, but it's not far, bro. It's right there. But I'm not trying to maneuver and do too much and go to different spots. So one of my vans was like, yo, because they have multiple like rooms. They're like, yo, go to my crib, blah, blah. So he waiting in my other man's room. Bro, we get into the room. She was like, "That's not your room. I've been here before." I said,
Oh,
"Yo,
yeah.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy, bro.
what the fuck?" Like,
Uh,
I'm like, yo, this shit crazy, bro.
Oh man, yo, you was with the local jumper.
I'm like, yo,
Yeah.
it's a lot of that going on though. But I just like, yo, this. I'm like, with no remorse though. I'm like, yo, y'all, these joints crazy, bro.
Hey, yo, you know what the funny shit is, man? And you know how funny life work? I bet you if you found her on Facebook, she wifed up crazy with 4 kids
oh,
and a
100%.
happily married
100%.
life, right?
Yeah. Bro, I always tell my young pups, bro, do not date nothing in your freshman, sophomore year of college, bro. You got to catch them on their back end when they already let all that shit out of them, all that experience. You feel me? You
Oh
go to girl
man,
freshman, sophomore year
yo,
of college,
you
man.
asking for trouble. You
Asking for
asking for
trouble,
trouble.
especially if you
Oh,
don't go to that school. Shit. Them athletes gonna get around. It's gonna get real spooky.
yo, oh my God,
Yeah,
man. Yo,
nah,
listen,
that shit
yo.
was something that hit me. I'm like, damn, like,
So, all right. So, give some, on that note, I want you to give a little bit more advice for those young brothers, that's in their last year of school and they boot up in their last year of high school and they go to school and he's going this way and this girl's going that way.
nah, let that shit go. I'm sorry. Like that's the best advice I could get to you, bro. Like, let that shit go.
Yeah, I'm going to Miami. She going to AZ.
Like, it's not
Nah.
both of y'all like one, like it's too, like you're young, like you're not even gonna be able to enjoy, like, even I'm not saying you gotta be out. There's some people that's not even just out there wilding, but like to have that burden of like, yo, like I can't go there to be in this situation. Like, you feel me? I can't be around the guys right now because I know they about to get me in some bullshit. Like, just to be free, like your freshman sophomore year, like just go ahead and enjoy that shit, bro. Especially if you're not in the same school. Just go
Don't
ahead
do
and
it to
enjoy the
yourself.
time, man.
Don't do it to yourself, man. Yo, that's fucking crazy. She said what she said. She said, I know this not your room because I've been here before.
You said it's not
That's
your room. I've been
wild.
here
That
before.
absolutely
Uh,
wild.
yo, but listen, man. This is gonna sound fucking crazy, and I hope I don't offend nobody when I say this, man. I feel like you see how he just told that story. I feel like when it come to people, man, like I feel like for a certain aspect, when dudes go away to school like that, they really trying to figure out what they're gonna do with their life as far as their career or whatnot. Chicks, I feel like sometimes it'd be a different, they trying to find out what kind of woman am I gonna be. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit I'm not saying all of them. I don't want to go ahead and be, I'm not putting a stamp on
Don't
them.
set yourself up for it.
I'm not gonna do it. I don't want to get me too, right? But I'm just saying, if you know, you know. That's it. Like
Right.
you see how he said like she had a group of chick. I guarantee you, all of the chicks that she was with that night was on all. They was all on the same shit. They
No,
was
it
on
gets, it
all on the
gets it
same.
gets spooky, man. And I just seen girls with boyfriends like they be pushing that line, bro. If you what's it called, freshman, sophomore year, let that shit go, man. Go enjoy yourself.
I
Real
get it.
talk.
I get it. I get it.
Go enjoy yourself. If y'all at the same school, that's different though. Like you not
Yo,
there.
I'm gonna be
You know
honest
how
with you.
girls get, like they very like a lot of girls is very hands on, need to be around. They get to go missing you and shit. So the one thing that know how to play them cards right, studying, don't do too much. The one night you slip up, man, my son is open arms.
That's a fact.
Open arms, man.
What's the matter? Why you not smiling?
That's
Why
how
you
it
not?
starts.
You
Yo,
get a
nah, let me
giggle in
shut.
one time. Shit up.
Yo, Let me shut up, man. I'm gonna shut up, man, because my wife gonna watch this episode and she can be like, "Oh, word." So that's
That's in the past though. We talking about
yeah.
college.
We talking about
That's always
yes,
the preface on the
yeah.
the disclaimer on the episode. It's
We're talking
things that may have
about.
happened in the past.
I'm listen. I'm 37. I'm talking about 20 prior. I'm talking about you know what I mean.
You know, we got you. We got you.
Don't say no number. Don't say no numbers either, because they start doing math.
Yeah,
Just prior.
yeah, prior.
You
I'm
start saying
just
A
specific
long
numbers,
time
that
ago
math
in a
not adding
land
up.
far, far away.
back to life. You know, but yo, that shit is and I guarantee you he got about at least 4 or 5 more stories. Oh shit. Shit. It's about to go down.
He has arrived.
It's about to go down now, son. And for those of you who are still watching, our brother Fan is about to join in with us, man. And the timing couldn't be any better. Yo, but so on that note, right? How many, if any, close calls did you have while you was away at school?
What do you mean close calls? Like
Close
getting
call-
caught up, like by
Yeah. Close calls in that, or close calls in like, yo, something was supposed to happen this week and it didn't happen. You ever have any of those? If you need me to elaborate anymore, let
I
me
know what you're talking about.
Okay.
In the middle, after my first year buff, like the second year, I had a shorty. So yeah, we definitely had one of those. That's why I was saying. That's why the guys was on me, because like we were talking for dumb long, and then I really wasn't trying to get into one, but it just ended up happening. So then, yeah.
I get it, bro.
But there's a lot. But the thing is about that too is like when I had a shorty, the prior to that month and a half was active.
So wait a minute. Time out. So how did that happen? How did you go from being active like that to getting like, unless she had that shit that you got and you was like, I can't let this go. Was it?
Nah, because that's my only girlfriend I ever had in my life.
Wow.
I'm very like not like, you feel me? I'm very like,
Yeah.
that shit over with. Like,
yeah.
I told you I was around guys that when I was 17, I seen a lot of things. So you ain't finna play no tricks with me. Like I stayed
Fair
away
play,
for the
fair
most part.
play.
Oh shit.
But it started off like real live. Like she dead ass was helping me with like school. Like we just were studying, but I was just doing me. Like, you feel me? So I never really took it there until shit started getting comfortable, and then it just ended up getting there, and then we end up hanging out damn near every day, and then you know how that shit go.
And then it was over. Then you was off the market.
But that first year at Buff though, we weren't dating still. We were heavily talking, so I still had my little sprinkles.
So you were still
which I should have, like, in her eyes, like looking back, like obviously she got mad about
fucked the
it.
package up.
Yeah, so but
you still keep in contact with her?
No, I think she got a whole nother nigga now.
Oh, she married?
I don't know what the fuck she got going on. She
I
don't like
bet
me,
she
bro.
is, bro.
Guy.
Yo, how you fuck? Oh, wait. She caught you out there? You fucked the package up?
No, so I ended shit, but like it just was too much shit going on, like mentally, and then they try to spin back and try to manipulate. While we were together, I never did nothing. There might have been some shit
I'm
on the side.
not gonna lie to you, bro. Yo, see,
hot and ready.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. You got that Chester Cat smile on your face. It looked like you not being true. So
I'll be dead ass though.
You never. Listen,
while we were physically dating, no, nah, that's not while we physically dated.
Yo,
the face on Fan when his camera appeared was nah, you full of shit. That's that face.
Nah, because I told him older 7, brother. I told
you full of
I
shit.
I forgot I told him 7.
Yo, Fan.
I just didn't know. I didn't know what part of the conversation I just walked in on. That's all.
Yo, fam, just to give you a heads up, we almost 2 hours in our talk already, bro.
No, you're not.
We
Yeah,
started.
I was told 7 o'clock.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah,
I forgot.
that's our bad. We fumbled the bag. We started at 5.
Oh, that's all good.
Yeah, now we started at 5, man. Yo,
But nah, real talk though.
yo, your brother right now is in the midst of sharing, his college stories.
Mm. I'm sure some good ones.
College stories, and he low key blaming you for some of these college stories. He don't know who he is, but he low key blaming you for the shit that he saw at a younger age.
Oh man!
Oh my god, man! But nah,
But we tried to get some dirt, but nah, close to the chest.
hold on 1 second. Oh, give me 1 second. I'll be back, bro.
Go ahead.
But nah, yeah. So then I feel like what were we talking about? But yeah, at that point, like a month into it was like might have been like a month, 2 months in. That's when we really started being heavily talking. But I was already in a month, 2 month in college, my first year there. There's a lot of activity going on. So getting caught up, like walking through campus, and you feel me? You were just talking to some shit. Now they see you walking through campus. You definitely had to get low, and it's crazy because all the girls, the Valley girls, for some reason end up knowing each other and end up being friends. No matter how big that campus is, bro. It don't matter that shit.
It's a small world, bro.
Yeah.
Def got to stay tucked. Def.
Yo, it's a small world, bro. Hey, yo, listen. So, all right, so bad. So the comment that you made earlier, right? The shit that you saw when you was younger. How much of that shit were you able to put into play now that you're in college? Just off your
it's just nigga, it's just the game, just how like niggas is moving, the swag, the aura. I'm more mature. I'm getting older joints because I know how to operate, and you're not about to fool me with some bullshit because I done seen it before. You feel me?
Okay, so you using your experience from an adolescent to see, that's it. I ain't gonna hold you. I wish I had that, bro. I wish I had an older brother or somebody to put me on game or at least to learn from when I was growing up, because maybe I wouldn't have fucking got caught up in my stupid situations.
For better, for worse, though, right?
No, they were all for worse, bro. Wasn't no for better. Wasn't no until I met my wife. Then, but up until that point, nah, it was no it was it was STDs and it was heartbreaks and it was fucking
Wait,
literally.
Yeah, bro. Yo, fact. Which I'm surprised. Yo, Steph, you never had an STD, bro?
No, never. I wrap my Jimmy every trip. Jimmy on.
Yo, I'm telling you, son. Yeah,
he was not a part of that crew.
Nah, but yo, listen again, and like I said, but you see, I'm sure you also had your older brothers who was telling you like, yo, listen, man, if you're gonna be out here, you gotta move smart. Don't be out here fucking jumping out the window doing no dumb shit like that. I ain't had that, bro. I didn't have nobody put me on.
They weren't necessarily like speaking on it. It just was just watching. I used to just be a little nosy ass kid walking around just watching. Like it's not like they were
watch.
No, not in that aspect. I'm talking about how they
fan, that's how y'all was giving it up, bro. Y'all was letting them stay in the closet, bro.
Nah, he crazy.
Just be real quiet. Be real.
Nah, not like that.
Thumbs up.
Crazy. Yo, that's wild shit, man. Nah, but yo, that's a good look, man. That's a good look, but shit, bro. I know that traveling college life must have been some other shit, man. For real, bro.
It's a little better now, though. Even though as much as I enjoy college, like the rooms I've been in now have been very fun activity. I told y'all where y'all need to go, though.
When he says y'all, I'm just clarifying for everyone listening. When he says y'all, he's not
talking about the viewership. Like,
Yes.
reviewership.
Yes. Not to any of the married men that's here on this chat right now. Right. He's giving so all right. So all right. Give us your list of your top 3 locations for single men. That's the most active right now, you think?
Single man, Miami, AZ.
You got to get to Vegas, dog.
Yeah, Miami, AZ.
Buffalo?
Nah.
Nah.
Toronto. Toronto's up there. If you like snow bunnies, you could go to what's it called? What's it called?
I see what this conversation has been.
Nah. We just started.
We just
got to this point.
We just got to this point. And it was all voluntary. I don't want you to think we steered him into it. It was all we started talking about college, and we here. We here, bro.
Definitely national. But Toronto is a great place too, though. I like Toronto.
Well, there you have it. For all of the single brothers that's out there listening, and if you interested in the locations where you can go and have yourself a good old time, when
a lot of what's it called happen in AZ though. What's that shit called before people get married that they had a little party shit?
You talking about
bachelor parties?
Yeah, but it's not even like the bachelor side though. What's the female side of
Oh,
it?
the bachelorette.
Yeah, there'd be a lot of that going on over there.
To be young again, right?
I don't know how I feel about letting like my significant other doing a bachelorette joint in AZ.
What about traveling? Yo, see, because the first episode that we had with your brother on, that was one of the questions that we asked about allowing.
I watched a little bit of it too, so I think I seen that part.
So what's your thoughts on that?
Like he said, it depends where you traveling to and who you traveling with, though. For real though, because it's a double-edged sword. If you over there talking about every single time you over here like, oh, you can't go this, you can't go that shit gonna come back to bite you too. Like in the way, like especially like what I do specifically for my line of work, I'm in a lot of different places. Like you get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So like I don't need that headache. That's kind of like what happened with me and my girl, like that headache of like, oh, what are you doing over here? Like she knows some of my old teammates and how they used to operate when we was in college. Like you get what I'm saying?
I got you. So it kind of fucked up your get up because she had prior knowledge of these people. All right, I understand that.
But also your profession takes you different places. Like the networking part of what you're doing, it's not just on the court. You know what I mean? Like, so you have to operate. Everywhere. Your office is everywhere.
Yeah. And it's crazy though, too. Like you would be surprised how many like business stuff I got done in a club.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
You got to remember these high-end folks is just like us too, man. Everybody want to have a good time. It's not all trying to have some fun too.
Well, listen, as long as y'all not doing business deals and having too much fun and end up like your man Diddy, I don't know, shit like that. I think, you know what I'm saying? Because I think that's a lot of what was happening too. My man was out there trying to fucking get some business deals in the mix of him smashing Carl Winslow and all of that shit. But
allegedly, Carl Winslow said that's false. Carl said that he don't know that man. Mr. Winslow said he don't know that man.
Put some respect on Mr. Winslow's name.
I would have said it too. I would have said he lying too. I ain't gonna lie, that was the most random shit. Like, fuck you mean he was smashing Carl Winslow? Anyway, that's But I could only imagine, right? Like when you out here and you traveling, not only the shit that you involved with this, but the shit that you see, it got to be some wild shit. You know what I'm saying? Like some shit that you only see on TV, you only hear about on like interviews and shit like that. But I could already tell off the rip, like, other than doing shit that men do, you know what I'm saying? Like, you out there, you getting yours. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with that. Like, I know you not out here fucking doing no hardcore drugs or no shit like that.
Okay.
You're not out here selling your soul to the devil or no dumb shit, you know? So, and I think that's also a reason why your God has blessed you and gifted you and opened certain avenues for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
It,
have you
it,
seen? Go ahead.
it's been the last few years have been definitely, last year specifically has definitely been crazy and like eye opening. But I don't, when I'm in those spaces, like around like the certain people or what's it called, I almost feel normal because it's something that I've been talking about. Because like a lot of people get starstruck.
Right.
So I almost feel normal because it's something like we've been talking about like daily. Like Fan could talk to this. Like I talk to him constantly. Like I implement that into my mind of like I'm great too. Like you get what I'm saying?
Nah,
So like when
that's a
I'm
fact.
around it, I'm able to, the conversation is able to be more organic and people end up rocking with me more because I'm not starstruck. Because there are people like that might get around and start panicking. Like for real, like I was in a room, like we're in a private area and it's like Odell, all different types of people. You get what I'm saying? Debo, like I'm coming across people that you always see on TV and it's just like, it's not until I get home and like I'm like telling,
Oh
like I'll tell
shit.
my brother and like or like somebody that I'm close to and they're like, oh really? Like that I'm realizing like, oh, that shit not normal. Like you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
That
crazy.
shit not
Nah,
normal.
he'll be talking like, yeah, so like yeah, and then Odell pass me a drink. Like, wait, like OBJ Odell, like the dude's jersey, like I'm wearing his jersey like on my back. You're like, yeah,
That's
this dude, pass me a drink. Though I'm like, damn, like
Shit.
it's refreshing to hear from that other end. You know what I'm saying?
facts, bro.
You're like,
Like
I had
I
a kid cough in my face at practice the other day. It's a
yeah,
little different.
yeah,
right,
for real,
right,
bro.
right,
I ain't gonna
right.
hold you. It's been a few times during this show already that he done dropped a few names and he just said it casually. And I'm like, yo, who? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like he's like saying these
Nah,
names.
yeah, this last year has been a world.
yeah.
It's been crazy.
That's crazy.
Definitely.
And you know what's funny? Like even like with Fan, like I think I was talking to him like either last week or the week before, and how you know you got it started like with the mindset of opening up the camp. And I think Fan, you had mentioned like it just started off with like with a conversation in the backyard,
Yeah.
and it just snowballed from there. You know what I'm saying? And to think that you went from that and it ballooned all the way up to you actually getting all of this shit done. Like, tell me, how do you start from the idea to all the way up to getting it done? Like, how long did it take you to get all of that shit done from start to finish?
The camp specifically?
Yes. Yeah.
Shit, the camp been trying to be in work for like 2 years now, but I wasn't fully like, I told you I've been like I really got locked into the training within like the last 8 months. So like prior to that, I still was like back and forth with just things in life and what I wanted to do with what I wanted. But I always had the idea of wanting the camp, and I just didn't know the time frame. And it just got to a point where I just was like we have conversations all the time, like man, like you got to just go do that shit.
Facts.
Just
Facts.
go do that shit. Like
Yo, Fan, I see you shaking your head. No, why?
No, not no, but like like facts, like he be
Yeah.
talking. You know what I'm saying? He got a bunch of great ideas, and I don't know how. Again, I don't know. You guys have been talking for a while, so I don't know how much y'all
Nah, go
actually
ahead.
share. But
Speak
like,
on it. Speaking on it.
we have three 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 other brothers. One that has passed, but me and Steph are probably, we have our, I don't want to say closer, but we have our own bond, right? Like
they want to get in
amongst.
trouble.
But we talk often, you know what I mean, and we kind of build off each other. Him being, 10 years my junior, you know what I mean. It's just we still find a lot of ways to connect and motivate each other and inspire each other. So even though he's younger, it's like he'll be saying things, and I'm like, well, you have the opportunity, like do it, like do it now. You know what I mean? Like seize that opportunity now. And I watched him do that slowly but steadily and try to find his way. And he be coming to me, you know, for advice like, "Yo, what should I do here? What should I do?" I'm like, "Yeah, bro." It's like, you know better. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're actually out there. You've been mixing and mingling. Like, you know the way. Just figure it out. You know what I mean? And for the
But
most part, that's what he does. Go ahead.
But I do that because too, like I go ask him for advice because I know he's not gonna say like we talked about. I literally mentioned it earlier where like he's not just gonna tell me what I want to hear. Like what's it called? And like a lot of people, like when I come to ideas, niggas be closed off. They don't have that. Like you know what I mean? Remember what I said about the lines? Whatever the lines is, I'm trying to be all the way outside the box. Like
Right,
people be
right, right,
so
right, right,
boxed
right.
in. I feel like when I go to him, like he gonna show me both sides to it, but he gonna tell me like, yo, if you confident in doing that, nigga, go outside that box. And then that's why you feel me.
Yeah, man. And you need that. And your fan, just to give you a little perspective, man. Earlier, he did say you are like one of, if not the person that he comes to when he feels like he needs not to be talked off the ledge in a sense, but like, you know,
That's my
like
son.
Damn near.
That's my son. That's my baby boy, my firstborn. Facts.
yeah.
You know that. We joke a
But
lot, but he know. You
Ah.
know.
this nigga.
Out the womb. So we had out the womb.
Yo, man, nah, that's let me tell you something, bro. It's when I was sitting there, right, and I'm at the camp and I'm watching y'all do y'all thing and y'all walking back and forth, and I fucked up because I wore a shirt that was like a little similar to what y'all was wearing that day, and motherfuckers thought I was working there. And, and
Yeah.
every 5 minutes, kids was coming up to me asking me, "Can I get a drink? Can I get something to eat?" And I'm like, "Yo, kid, I don't fucking work here." And then I told Fan this shit. This little kid, and one of them is in our league too. Towards the end of the day, everybody leaving, and he runs up to me and he goes, "Are you Fan's dad?" And I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding me, bro? Like, are you serious?" First of all, we look like we the same age. How the fuck I look like I'm his dad? Anyway, you know what I'm saying? But just sitting there and I'm watching y'all family and I'm watching y'all dynamic, man. And y'all all had each other's back. You know
Nah,
what I'm saying?
they came in clutch though. I can't lie. Cause a lot of shit was just happening. Like Fan wasn't even supposed to be doing the drink shit, but shit happened and pivoted. I feel like every time it was time to pivot, it was on point.
That's awesome.
I tell you, you could have had me fooled, bro, because it looked like everything that y'all were doing was coordinated and everything looked like it was on point. And that shit to me from the outside in, it looked like it went without a hitch. I'm sure like there's some more stuff on the ins and outs that probably,
Yeah, it went great though. I definitely one of my proudest moments
it
for
has to
sure.
be.
That's
Yo,
awesome.
Fan, I know it had to be, for you to be watching your younger brother do this. I know you had to be fucking proud as fuck, man.
No,
Yeah.
we talked about some shit like that the other day because
Yeah.
he had said thank you to Nas for what's it called, and I could see it in Fan's face. And I told you about us Jeans boys. We don't really show too much emotion now, but I can see it in them eyes. You feel me?
They got
And
a
that
little
made me
watery.
like, all right, yeah, we moving.
Nah, facts. I'm trying to tuck that shit too. And I'm like, yo, like, cause at the end of the day, like after it was all I'm talking about after it was all said and done, we packed up the trash, cleaned up the room. The dudes came down to do their little security check, make sure everything was like it was signed, sealed, delivered, right? Like we're done. You know what I'm saying? It was like sat back and it was finally like, yo, like I'm looking and he's sitting next to his mans and I'm like, thanked him for like helping him kind of start that, right? Like kind of have
Right.
that motivation to kind of make that happen. You know what I mean? A lot of, I don't know. It was a good moment for us this year for sure.
You can see
moment.
it's still a proud big brother moment to you. Like you could see it in the way that you're talking, your mannerisms. Like you can see the love that's there between you guys, and that's awesome.
Yo, that shit is dope, man. I love it, man. And I wish, man, we could see more of this shit, man. Family helping each other build. You know what I'm saying? Like they I hate to say it like this, but his shoulders is a step ladder for him. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? They can keep building on each other. And I know you could pick up the phone and reach out to all of y'all to help, man. And even with that, bro, now you got fucking extended family. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you need something, yo, bro, it's lit. I got you. Like, that's whatever I can do.
Facts.
I'm gonna do it, bro. Like that's just it.
Appreciate it.
Fan is the bro, and with that extension of the family, you got fucking extended family now. Like that's really just it.
We told him a long time ago when he started hanging with us, like, bro, you family now. Like that's how it is. You with the crew, we ride with you.
Yeah, son. The circle is definitely not. It's a small circle, bro. So you get in where you fit in. Pause. You know, we keep it low key, man. We keep it family oriented, and this shit has just been a blessing, bro. Yo, fan, you good, bro?
I'm straight, man. I'm chilling.
Yo, man, it's been a yo, this this has been a funny episode, man. Your brother was out here showing his age earlier, talking about his top 5 list in basketball. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
He's young, but he do have, like I said, he does have a real wise and more mature outlook on a lot of things in comparison to other I'm gonna take kids, other men his age.
I believe it, man. And that's mostly a testament to him watching y'all growing up. Especially listening to him talking about his situation with these females out here when he was out of school. Because you know,
he always trying to stir that pot.
I'm not, yo, listen.
I don't even think I told Fan that story though. That was raw, uncut story for y'all.
I'm a subscriber. I watch the first part.
You don't get a text.
Yo, listen, and I know for a fact that story that he told was nothing in comparison to the shit that he could have. He could have told on it, and my God, listen, man, I don't want the feds, the alphabet boys, come knocking on nobody's door in reference to nothing that happened on this motherfucking show. So, with that said, man, yo, I love this, man. This was a beautiful episode. Oh, so what you got for us, bro?
Steph, let us know where people can find you, where they can keep up and follow along, so we can also throw that down in the comments below.
The Genius Lab. I'd be forgetting how that shit is spelled. It's THE, obviously, JEAN. The 1 for the I, then U, and then 5 for the S.
We'll have it down below so you guys can go ahead and click on and follow along.
And then my actual Instagram, Steph Jean 15.
Facts. We're gonna definitely post all of that up on the joint,
for sure.
Man. That's all joint, man. But we just want to thank you for sharing this, sharing your story with us, man, and allowing everybody to get to know you a little bit better, and just appreciate everything that you've done so far, man. Shout out to you. Shout out to your family. Shout out to your boy Nasir Little that came out and did his thing for the camp. Wish them all the best this year on the Miami Heat. Yo, listen, man, great thing. Yo, Fan, thank you for jumping on, man, and trying to save your little brother from jumping out the window.
I'm sitting there watching the games. I'm like, oh shit, what time is it? Oh shit, 6:30. I'm like, let me wrap up. Let me get my shit together.
Nah, man, it's all good. We
FaceTime him. Yeah.
Nah, it's all good, man.
They had texted me when I was getting my hair done, saying that they were gonna push it up to 5, but I forgot I told you 7. And my head was busting, like, you feel me? So I'm like, I wasn't really thinking, bro.
Yeah, nah, we had got some shit done early, so I said, yo, let me hit him up and see if you want to get this done a little early, but it's all good. It all worked out. Again, man, we thank y'all, man. Yo, so I think we good, man.
We good. We had Big E's Wise Words of the Week earlier in the episode. The Sports Frenzy Podcast on YouTube, The Sports Frenzy Pod on Twitter, OTBS on Facebook, The Sports Frenzy Podcast on IG. Follow along, like, subscribe. We thank you guys for listening, and we'll catch you next week. Peace.
We are out. Yeah.